Ladies and gentlemen, in their short history, your Central Valley Warriors have played the Aliquippa 8 times, each team with 4 victories, and both defeated each other for WPIAL championships. In what is known as one of the most fierce, powerful, and respected rivalries in high school football, it's the ninth meeting of these two storied programs and another Parkway championship on the line. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sarge Albert Stadium. At this time, will you please welcome head coach Mike Warfield and the Aliquippa Twins. 5 WPIAL titles, 2 PIAA state titles. The current number 4 team in the WPIAL, ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Central.
And a pleasant good evening again, ladies and gentlemen, from beautiful Sarge Albert Stadium. Tom Hayes along with Mike Sullivan, where we have the battle between Central Valley and Aliquippa for Parkway supremacy in the year of 2023 in 4A football. This game has been talked about, well, since the end of last year. That's what happens when Central Valley and Aliquippa get together. Since Central Valley became a football program in 2010, the schools merged in 2009. The football team's first season was 2010. Since then, the Quips and the Warriors have played 8 times, and the series is tied at 4-4. Aliquippa won last year in the WPIAL championship over Central Valley 34-7. Back in 2019, Central Valley defeated Aliquippa 13-12 in overtime. So these teams have a lot of history. Mike Sullivan, welcome aboard, Mike. What a ball game we have here tonight.
Yeah, super exciting, right? This has kind of been the one that's been circled all year on the calendar. So obviously, if you're Central Valley, you want another opportunity after last year, and yeah, super exciting.
Some of the biggest news, unfortunately for Aliquippa, is senior defensive back wide receiver Brandon Banks will not play tonight for the Quips. Had a nice conversation with Brandon on the Aliquippa sideline about an hour ago. He hurt his hamstring in the game last week against Chartiers Valley, so unfortunately, Brandon, the Yale recruit, will be unable to go tonight, and that's unfortunate. I know that he really was looking forward to this matchup. Brandon's grandmother, Kathy, and I graduated from Center High School together back in 1976. Mike, those are the type of family ties and friendship ties that'll be out here tonight in the stands and on the field between Aliquippa and Central Valley. A lot of friends and a lot of family, a lot of respect for each of these programs amongst each other.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of kids know each other, and Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if how Banks not being in the lineup will affect Aliquippa. You know, like you said, Tom, both offensively and defensively. He's a great player on both sides of the ball. So we'll see how that affects them. I think if you're Central Valley, you want to jump on them early.
Well, you know, you lose a guy like Brandon Banks, and the Quips will have someone to fill in his role. But you're talking about a senior leader, a 4-year starter, a great athlete, a great young man. So that'll be a big loss for the Quips. But, you know, they will definitely find someone to fill in that spot.
Right.
As expected, Central Valley won the toss, or Aliquippa won a toss and deferred. So the Warriors will start the game on offense as the Quips tee it up at their own 40-yard line on the road. White jerseys with the black trousers. Central Valley in the all-Carolina blue tonight. Beautiful night. A little bit of precipitation earlier on, but nothing to speak of right now. It seems dry. It was down on the turf. It's in good dry shape, so don't think field conditions or weather conditions will be a factor in this one as Aliquippa tees it up in another Central Valley or / center Aliquippa connection. Aliquippa's kicking coach, Garrett Tonio, is a center high school graduate who happened to play a little baseball for me in minor league baseball. We went undefeated one year as the Lindy's minor league team. We went 17-0. It was because of the good players I had, not the coaching, I will say that. A little bit of a delay. Today's game is also televised on the CW. Good friend Matt Fargo with the play-by-play, along with Johnny Patrician. But we're glad you're listening to Mike and I here on the Central Valley YouTube channel, and we thank you for your support. As teeing up for the Quips will be Malachi Shigog, the junior, at his own 40. We're underway. The ball is in the air, and it hits the up back, and he falls on it at about the 30-yard line. And wait a minute, loose football, and Aliquippa has the football. It looked like it was mishandled up front by Quinn Conley. It was a squib kick, and all of a sudden the Quips have the football. So, Mike, you were on top of that. Big turnover to start this football game.
Yeah, it went through his hands. It almost looked like he was going to let it go by him. Went through his hands, and then when he went to fall on it, it squirted out the back and was behind him, and they recovered it. Not the way you want to start.
Not at all. You cannot give this Aliquippa football team any extra help. They don't need any. They're that good under head coach Mike Warfield, who got inducted to the Beaver County Sports Hall of Fame back in May along with Central Valley's Mark Lyons. Both of those guys went in on the same night. Tyke Hayes up the middle. Tyke Hayes is into the end zone for the touchdown. 29 yards by Tyke Hayes right up the gut.
Yeah, that was too easy, and like I said, definitely not a way you wanted to start. I don't even know if he got touched.
I don't think he did. I mean, the offensive line opened up a huge hole, and it was all Hayes after that. No relation, I might add. He's got a little bit more of athleticism than I have. Plus, he spells his name wrong. He puts an E in the last name, Hayes. I don't understand that. Malachi Shagog on for the extra point. So the Quips with the early fumble recovery on the opening kickoff make it 7-0.
The kick is good. 11:46 of the first. Aliquippa 7, Central Valley nothing.
Wow, that's a tough one for the Warriors to overcome, Mike. They have to put that behind them, what happened there, and get this ball on offense and see what they can do.
Yeah, you really do. Like we said, definitely not the way you want to start. And a game like this at home, you want to jump on them early and try to build some momentum and confidence, and that was not what we needed there.
And a nice extra point kick by Shagog, which sometimes has been a problem for the Quips in the past, but they've had some good success under their kicking coach, as I mentioned, Garrett Tonio. 7-0 Aliquippa. If they win it, they will be the Parkway Conference champions. If they lose and Montour defeats West Allegheny, it'll be a three-way tie. And the playoff implications will take someone smarter than me to figure out with the Gardner points and what have you. So 29 yards by Tyke Hayes has given the Quips an early 7-0 lead. Central Valley dressed in their Columbia Blues tops and bottoms tonight. Longer delays because this game is televised after scoring opportunities. Ref's waiting for the signal to okay to tee it up. So the squib kick worked to perfection on the opening kickoff of the game for Aliquippa. Quinn Conley couldn't corral it, and Aliquippa came up with a loose football. Back deep in the middle will be Makai Ahmed, who I just found out tonight his grandfather is Burdell Thomas. Great young man, friend of mine from Rochester. He's had a couple of his fellows played at Rochester and Geneva. Jermaine Thomas, one of them of note. Mike, you're probably familiar with Jermaine.
I played with Jermaine and Marlon at Geneva.
Okay.
Great guys.
So their dad, Burdell, that's Makai is his grandson. And another loose football, but the Warriors finally picked this one up. So heads up play and a late hit out on the far sideline, no call.
Wow, we were really fortunate there again.
Conley went after it this time aggressively. He's in the Quip territory at the 49.
I'll be curious, Tom, to see how Aliquippa comes out defensively. Last year, obviously with our solid running game, they were pretty much forcing us to throw the ball. I'll be curious what they do tonight.
And it'll be Mason Dixon up the gut for about 5. On the stop for the Quips, Michael Gaskins.
Mason Dixon on the stop. Khalil Good.
Second down, 4 to go.
Samar Underwood. Gain of 4.
Stephen Rutherford, the quarterback, the junior, out of the gun. Now he goes up under center. And Dixon's hit at the line of scrimmage, no gain. He might have lost a yard.
Dixon.
Yeah, I think he did. Aliquippa's playing real tight man-to-man with no safety over top, so it'll be interesting to see if Coach Lyons takes a shot here at some point.
Kamari Matthews with the stop. 3rd and long, make it 3rd and 8 for the Warriors. Already trailing it 7-0.
Really need to take advantage of this field position, too.
Well, depending on how many yards they get on 3rd down, it could be 4-down territory. They're going to throw for it. Rutherford's in some trouble and just throws it out of bounds. No one open.
Pass intended for Dixon, incomplete.
Now they're going to have to punt it away, Mike, because they got nothing on that. You don't want to give Aliquippa the ball at their own 45.
Right. Looked like, I don't know if it was Conley or Underwood that was coming across the middle on a dig about 15 yards, but Stevie just didn't have enough time. I think if he had another second or two, he might have had an opportunity to get the ball to him, but got too much pressure.
John Tracy back deep. He had 5 touchdowns 5 different ways last week. Antonio Perry's punt goes out of bounds. Inside the 20, pretty good kick. That's a good kick when you don't let the Quips return it.
Right. Yeah, got a good bounce there for maybe another 5 or 6 yards.
1st and 10, Quips ball their own 18.
They'll mark it at the 18-yard line of Aliquippa. 7-0 Quips already. 29-yard
Make it the 19.
touchdown run by
First down,
Tyke
10.
Hayes. From what I'm told, the playoff pairings will come out tomorrow on the internet, probably around 3 p.m. We used to have a big, back in my radio days, we used to have a big show on a Monday night where teams got their conference championship plaques, and it was always fun to talk to the coaches. They exchanged game film and whatever, but
yeah, I remember that.
in this day and age, things change. They just throw it on the internet now and let you take a look. So the TV timeout here, it would appear. Well, Hayes with the big run for the touchdown. Quips have only had one play on offense, and it went for 6. So we haven't had much of an opportunity to see what this Central Valley defense can do.
Right.
Talked to Coach Lyons before the game, and I said, Mark, congratulations on actually, Mike, there's an injured player down on the Aliquippa sideline. I just noticed that. They're attending to someone over there.
Actually, I think they're
one of the officials, maybe.
No, they're. I think the chain must have broken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the chain on the
There
sticks
you
it
go.
looked like was broken.
So, anyways, talking to Coach Lyons, and I said, you're getting folks spoiled out here in Monaca Center and Potter. This is a pretty young football team, and I think maybe if you look at it on paper, you guys might have overachieved. If you look at what your team has done this year compared to the expectations, and that's what happens when you have a great program. People just expect you to continue to roll, but they had a lot of missing pieces to replace coming into this year.
Sure, yeah, lost a lot of
Great
last handful of years, a lot of really great players.
Illegal procedure on the Quips.
Aliquippa penalized 5 yards.
So I'm not
for
saying
illegal
that they're
procedure.
a year ahead of
Ball
schedule,
back
but
to the 14.
they are, I think,
First
playing a
down,
little ahead of the
15.
game. So, but you don't think, like, when you're on this squad right now, you're not thinking about next year. You're not thinking about, we got a bunch of young guys coming
Absolutely.
back. You're thinking about what you can do this year to win a WPIL title.
Right.
You want to go get number 6. First and 15 now. Gain of about 4. And some extracurricular activity after Hayes carried the football for a couple.
Why Hayes?
Noticed that James Franklin and Terry Smith flew into Aliquippa on a helicopter today to pay a visit to some of the Quips. They also were at Fort Cherry, so they were making the rounds in western Pennsylvania.
Second down, 12, the ball on the 17.
That recruiting's all well and good, but, man, you got to learn how to beat Ohio State if you ask me. Sorry, Coach Franklin, but that's the truth. Hayes is getting to the outside. Look out. And close to the first down, about 3-yard shy. Brought down by Marcus Lawson.
Tackled by Aaron Lawson.
Aaron Lawson.
Yeah, it was a pretty good tackle by Aaron there. He was in the open field, and obviously he's hard to bring down. Fortunately, Aaron was able to get him. This is a big play here early in the game. Third and what looks like it's about 4. Yep.
Third down, 3.
He'd love to force him to punt here so you can get some good field position.
They're going to throw it, and the pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Jasir McCracken, the junior. A little too mustard by Cheese Good.
Yeah, he had him too. We were fortunate he overthrew it.
Good to spend some time with Cheese's older brother, offensive coordinator Darian Fields. Personal friend of mine who I have a lot of respect for, who several years ago donated a kidney to his uncle to keep him alive. Tells you the type of young man that Darian Fields is. And this is while he was a quarterback in college at Marietta. So the Quips will kick it away. Their first punt of the night. And Not much of a roll, kind of a sideways roll. Goes down to the CV 39-yard line.
First and 10, Central Valley's ball on their own 39.
So that was a huge incompletion, Mike. That harkens back to the fact that they are without senior wide receiver defensive back Brandon Banks, a guy that has come up with some big plays on the offensive side of the ball for the Quips all year long.
Yeah, really big play, and we just need to, get a little bit of momentum here and get some confidence back and see what we do here on offense.
First and 10, CV at their own 39. Henry with the football. He loses about 3 yards. Chance Henry, the freshman, had nowhere to go.
36.
Khalil Good with the stop.
Tackle, Khalil Good.
That's Cheese's little brother.
Loss of 3, second down, 13.
More than likely getting the start for Brandon Banks tonight. Second down, 13 to go for the Warriors. Rutherford's throwing it down the field, and that's going to be way too deep. Good coverage.
Yeah, they were just, they're playing straight up man-to-man zero coverage with no free safety. That was just a streak by Conley and Hiltz. Yep.
And wide, one-on-one, as you mentioned, great coverage. Stride for stride. Third down, 13 to go for the Warriors. They've been unable to win the battle of field position on first and second down. Fumble the opening kickoff to set up Aliquippa's only touchdown. Rutherford's going to take off with it, and he's going to be out across the 45-yard line. Well, no, short of the 45.
To the 44.
Out to the 44. He's going to be about 5 yards shy. I think you got to kick it.
Punt it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. 4th and 5. That's a lot to ask. And Antonio Perry is out there to kick it away to Harrison Walker and John Tracy. Two safeties back, Mike. That's my preference. Single safety back to me, you give up too much ground, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And that kick is going to angle towards the left side and get a little bit of a roll. Did that touch it?
It looked to me like it did.
If I'm
Maybe
Central
it
Valley,
did.
I fall on it just in case, but
I think it was just the angle. It did.
Yeah, some fans thought it touched it.
Yeah, it looked to me like it did at first too. But the way the kids reacted on the field, it clearly didn't.
Well, you can't assume anything. You just jump on it just in case. So decent kick by Perry down to the 25-yard line. 7-0 Aliquippa. Quips 8-0 on the season. Their only close game was the West Day. West Day had a pull, or Aliquippa had to pull it out with just seconds left. 34-yard touchdown pass to Brandon Banks to win that game.
Yeah, that was all the way back in week 4, I believe.
Good run up the middle for 9. That's Tracy. Number 6, John Tracy. Michael by 23, BJ Nastic.
I'm not saying that Henry and Dixon are at the level of Tracy and Hayes for Aliquippa, but it's very similar. Both teams have 2-star running backs that, it's hard for the coaching staff to share the football, I would imagine.
Yeah, for sure. Not enough footballs to go around, as they'd say.
2nd and 1. And that'll be a first down for the Quips. Tracy again.
Yeah, I really think Tom Aliquippa is going to be content to just pound the rock and, really kind of what they did to us last year and really the second half of the first game, the regular season game, and then the Whippeal Championship. They're big up front and physical. And
they imposed their will
right
in the WPL Championship.
Yeah, they did.
That was just sheer domination. No other way to put it.
Yeah, and that all stemmed really from the regular season game. You know, they saw something in the first game, and really they made a lot of adjustments at halftime of that game, and were content on really running the football, and that's what they did in the championship.
Tyke Hayes with it. Hurdles a tackler, and that's going to be an illegal move in high school. I don't think you're allowed to hurdle a ball, attempted tackler. That was B.J. Nastic. He jumped over.
Yeah, that was a pretty athletic move.
It was, but it's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Aliquippa penalized 15 yards, personal foul.
That's a little steep, I think, for
Yeah,
that
I'll be
call.
honest with you, Tom. I didn't know that was illegal in high school.
Yep.
I don't like that it is. It's football.
Well, I don't like that it's 15 yards.
Right.
Maybe a 5-yard delay of game type penalty, or 15. There's a couple penalties like that. That's one. And the other one I hate in high school is holding from the spot of the infraction.
Yeah.
It's too much of a penalty to overcome in high school football for a lot of teams, for most teams.
Well, we need to take advantage of this penalty here.
7-0 Quips, 1st and 25. Quick hitter to Walker. And DeMarcus Walker with a moderate gain of about 6 yards. Jance Henry comes up and makes the stop. 2nd down, 19 to go. Now this is the big down, really. You can't give up a chunk of yards here.
Right, yeah, you really want to keep them
hold
in
them within
a 3rd
3
and
or
long
4
situation.
yards. Jace Williams, the fine tight end's a guy you got to watch out for, too. Loose football, and there's a flag on the play. Looked like some motion on the Quips. They'll take that the way that play started. That almost had disaster written all over it for Aliquippa.
Yeah, it did. He fumbled the snap right off the get-go.
Aliquippa penalty, 5 yards, illegal procedure.
Tell you what, though, too, I would have been okay with it not being a penalty and taking 3rd and long from there as well.
2nd down, 23, the scoreboard says. Quentin Good's pass is complete to the right side, out in the flat, good yardage. That was Josh Lay. There's a great name for you.
Good pass complete to number 12, Josh Lay.
You know, all they got that from was the Montour game. You see, it's instead of running the inside receiver on a bubble, they put him on a speed out, but it's basically the same concept. We need to get off the field here on 3rd and 10.
Same results, too. Good pickup. 3rd down and 10 to go. So they cut 15 off of that deficit. Big play early on for this Warrior defense. That pass is incomplete. A little too far out of his hands of Josh Lay.
Yeah, he had him too. We were fortunate. That would have been a 1st down.
I don't know what relationship he is to the former quarterback, Josh Lay, who went to Pitt, but
right.
I remember when they played Mount Carmel in the state finals, they lost to Mount Carmel, and Josh Lay played with a broken hand. And Mike Smianik had a great line in the presser after the game. Someone asked him if his team was
Shagog in punt formation.
Shagog back to punt. Again, single safety by the Warriors, and that ball is blocked. If it wasn't blocked, it was shanked, one or the other. Still a decent roll.
Yeah, it looked like Aaron Lawson got a piece of it.
Yeah, I thought so. Anyways, they asked Mike Smianik, said, do you think Aliquippa was intimidated by the Mount Carmel Mystique? He goes, what? Mount Carmel Mystique? My kids don't know Mount Carmel from Mount Gallitzin. We lost because my starting quarterback had a broken hand. The greatest comeback to a reporter's question ever. I loved it.
Well, you know what? So, I mean, really, so far, the fumble on the kickoff return, and then the touchdown right after that. I mean, that was self-inflicted. We've held them to, I think, what the first series was maybe 5 plays and out, and then that one was 3 and out. So we've got great field position again.
2 Aliquippa punts. 4:42 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Quips. Warriors still without Lucas Jereback, the fine sophomore tight end, who's in street clothes tonight. So obviously they're missing him quite a bit.
Yeah, that hurts. Luke's been having a really good year.
A lot of big games tonight. West Allegheny at Montour. That's a huge one. I took in the West A game last week. I'm impressed with Brock Cornell. What an athlete.
Yeah.
He is at quarterback. He is their leading rusher, leading passer, and leading receiver. And you ever hear anything like that? That's pretty tough to do.
It's an interesting stat.
Yes, it is. All right, the Warriors now finally getting ready to snap the ball at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
First and 10, Central Valley's ball on their own 40.
See if this offense can get untracked a little bit.
Yeah, they've basically got 9 people in the box.
And Rutherford gets rid of it. And pass complete to Shearer. Shearer still on his feet. Out to the gain of 5. Thought he had more than that.
Yeah.
Well, they'll give him a gain of 5. 2nd down, 5 to go.
John Tracy at 23.
Tyke Hayes and John Tracy on the stop.
2nd down, 5.
2nd down, 5 to go. I like them throwing the ball on 1st down, though, mixing things up.
Yeah, and to get a positive play on 1st down, too.
Henry with the 1st down.
Good tough run by Jance there.
Yeah, he missed. Cam Lindsley came up on a blitz, and he missed his tackle. The Pitt recruit. Don't know who James Franklin's recruiting today, except to maybe say hello to Tyke, his future signee.
Right.
But I know they flew down to Fort Cherry to see Matt Sig, the quarterback, who is being recruited by several D1 schools. Henry with the football goes nowhere.
Henry.
Well, I apologize, Jance. He got at least 1 or 2 after that.
Yeah, that actually seemed like a little bit of an early whistle there.
Tackled by Gaskins. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a Nissan truck. License plate ZTT.
2nd down, 10 to go.
9241. You need to move your vehicle immediately or will be towed. Once again, a black Nissan ZTT 9241. You need to move your vehicle immediately.
Pass by Rutherford is complete. Out to the left side on the reception is Cole Hiltz. And Hiltz is about 2 yards shy of the sticks.
Rutherford pass.
Yep.
Complete to Cole Hiltz.
That was a good gain on 2nd down. That was just a hitch route.
Yeah, now you put yourself in 4 down territory.
Right, right.
3rd and 2 at the 40 of Aliquippa. You're going to run it twice here to move the chains. One would think. But with Mark Lyons, the Riverboat Gambler, he might throw it deep on this down. You never know. He takes a lot of chances.
Sure. Yeah, and I like just the simple hitch on that last play. They were still playing man, but they're playing off. So, man, take what they give you, and we'll do that all the way down the field until they adjust. Now they're tight down here at the bottom again.
Breaking tackles. Very close to the sticks. They might have it. If they do, it's second effort.
For sure.
Jance Henry.
Yeah, it was a great second effort by Jance. Looks like he's going to be a little bit short. That's a bad spot.
Tackled by Gaskins.
And I think that was a good spot.
Okay, he's going to be shy.
Fourth down.
Nope. You go for it here, obviously.
See if Coach Lyons tries to hard count him here.
They're going to throw it, and they're going to be caught.
Wow.
Conley at the 18-yard line for the first down. What a gutsy call by Larry DeVincentis or Mark Lyons. I'm not sure who made the call, but I'll give both of those young men credit.
That was intended for Newton, but fortunately Conley was there to pick it up. We'll take it.
That is a gutsy throw by Rutherford on 4th and 2.
Yeah, he had a lot of pressure in his face right away.
That's coaching to win a football game, if you ask me, Mike. Down to the 20. It'll be Mason Dixon. And Mason gets about 3 off the left side.
Mason Dixon.
Brought down by Michael Gaskins.
Picked up 1.
Gaskins has been active defensively for the Quips.
Jace Williams on the stop.
Jace Williams there as well.
Second down 9. The ball on the 19.
Second down 9 to go.
He's going to let the quarter run out here.
Yeah, it's the play clock and the quarter clock are right in sync, which is good. This gives you some time to take a little break and talk to your offense about the opportunities. So after one quarter, it's 7-0 Aliquippa. The Quips take the lead with 11:46 in the first quarter. Actually, Central Valley fumbled the opening kickoff. Quips recovered, and on the very first play from scrimmage, Tyquay Hayes goes 29 yards for the touchdown for Aliquippa. Malachi Chagall with the extra point, which is always important for the Quips to make it 7-0. And we've had a bevy of punts since then. 1, 2, 3 kick. This has been the way it's been since that touchdown by the Quips.
They're down inside the 20. Got to come away with a touchdown here.
Well, I want to thank our viewers and listeners on the YouTube, the Central Valley YouTube network. Mike, a good function. We want to thank Sean Rendar and Ethan Young. These guys, Sam Chacon doesn't want me to give them too much credit, but hey, they're the masterminds behind it, you know? You and I have the easy job, but we appreciate all of our supporters out there. You know, some folks that can't make the game. One guy I want to single out who really does a good job promoting our channels, David Strasser. Dave is one of the most fervent Central Valley Warriors fans you can find, but he's always putting our information on the internet to the folks throughout the who live outside of the state of Pennsylvania to watch and listen to our broadcast. So Dave's a little under the weather tonight, a.k.a. Mauser, his nickname. Everybody in Monaca has a nickname, by the way, and David Strasser's nickname is Mauser. I've known the young man for 60 years, dear friend of mine. So, Miles, thanks for always supporting Central Valley and our YouTube channel. I hope you're feeling better, my friend. And I know one thing. The doctor ordered for Dave is a CV victory. If he gets that, he'll be 100% healthy. So we'll see what we can do, Miles, for that. Yeah.
Second down 9. Central Valley's ball on the Aliquippa 19.
Oh, shovel pass.
The shovel pass to Ethan Shearer. 28, Shamar Underwood on the stop. Third down 6. The ball on the 16.
Now you think or having some mic problems. Sorry about that, folks. The volume went up pretty high on that one. Anyways, now we're looking at, you're getting into field goal range too by, you have 2 fine place kickers on the squad. It'll be Mason Dixon up the gut for a couple. He'll get down to the 15.
Yeah, I think he might have not much.
Now you got to think kick because you got a long 4th and 5 here. And they're going to bring out Dominic Pratt, the freshman. It was Ben Shore pretty much early on, and then Pratt became eligible and started getting some kicking time as well. So this will be a 32-yard field goal.
Got to protect here.
That kick is up, and that kick is good. Good kick by the freshman Dominic Pratt, and the Warriors are on the board to make it 7-3. So you want a touchdown, Mike, but you got to get points.
Yeah.
So give the Warriors credit for getting on the scoreboard right there.
Yeah, for sure. That's a positive drive. Like I said, we've really, other than giving up the short field, we've played well on defense, and to get 3 points out of that is big.
Yeah, you don't want to come away empty. Give your offense a little bit of confidence. Proving that you can move the football on this defense.
Right.
Got a text from Draper Gilliam. Draper, thanks, buddy. One of the all-time greats at Aliquippa. Josh Lay is Josh Lay's father, so that is Josh Lay's son. So the world of the internet, Draper Gilliam, one of my guys from Aliquippa. What a great player, great coach, just a great young man. Draper, thanks so much for the heads up. And thanks for watching this Central Valley YouTube network. Pratt will kick it off, and a low liner, and that's going to be a touchback. Goes into the end zone. A reminder, if the ball goes into the end zone in high school football, you cannot return it. It is an automatic touchback, no matter how many exciting return men you have in the end zone. They're not allowed to bring it out. So the Quips at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good kick by Pratt, too. If you don't have to give them an opportunity to return it, you don't want to.
No,
that's
you
for
just,
sure.
yeah, you don't want to have to defend a return. High school touchback, automatic touchbacks are golden. 7-3, Quips lead it. They have the football at their own 20-yard line. 3 receivers in the set. They'll hand it off to Hayes. Hayes is going to get
Legal
yardage.
block.
And we got a flag on the play early on.
Yeah, I was actually, when they brought the motion man in, he cracked back on the defensive end, and that's illegal. Unfortunately, the official saw it.
A little George Pickens play, who got called for the crackback last week on a Deontay Johnson first down.
Yeah, the only way that's legal is he can come in, motion in and block, but he's got to be heads up on the defender.
Penalties against the Quips. Illegal block.
I'll take him back to the 10-yard line.
Back to the 10-yard line. First down, 20.
It's a big penalty. Again, if you're Central Valley here, you don't want to let him out of the hole.
Good, throws it and hit immediately for a 2-yard gain, though. Great defensive coverage. Harrison Walker with the catch, but Jance Henry was right there. Or was it Aaron Lawson? Both were over there.
Lawson. Yeah, that was a great tackle.
Let's give Aaron Lawson credit then. That's on the far sideline. These old eyes, Mike, that's a long call from here,
Yeah,
buddy.
for me too.
But nonetheless, good coverage. Nice makeup speed.
That's a dangerous throw too. That was just a speed out, and another step, and Lawson had an opportunity of picking that ball
Second
off.
down, 16 to go. Good's pass again is incomplete to Tyke Hayes. I don't think they were on the same page on that one.
I'm actually surprised, Tom, that Aliquippa's thrown the ball this early as much as they have. Yeah, I'm really surprised.
Well, when you have Hayes and Tracy, well, you know, Mike Warfield and Mark Lyons know each other so well, so they probably trying to get into each other's heads a little bit, which is tough to do.
Now this here is where you got to get off the field.
Third down, 16 to go.
Wouldn't be surprised here if maybe they run a screen.
Good's in trouble, and he just gets rid of it. And where was the intentional grounding on that? They don't call it. Well, he's outside the pocket.
Right,
he did get back to the line of scrimmage, so my apologies to the referees. Believe me, I'm the last guy to question the referees. They got a tough job, and we're blessed in Western Pennsylvania. We have some of the best officiating crews in the entire state. And when you really notice it is when you go outside of District 7 and watch a football game. Then you really appreciate our guys in Western PA. What a great job our officials do.
One of our former players at Geneva, Mike Bruno, played there when I was coaching there. I know he officiates now and does a really good job. That was a great job by Julian Semivosky and Tyler Costanza there to get pressure on.
They thought they had the sack,
Yeah, it was real close.
Well, they marked it. They marked the yardage as a sack, didn't they? Look, the ball's at the 3-yard line.
There was a penalty flag down, Tom, and I didn't see what they called the penalty on. It might have been intentional.
Has to be intentional grounding because they're punting the football from their 3-yard line. And they're going to let that drop, and they get an Aliquippa roll, but it only goes out to the 33-yard line. CV at the Aliquippa 33. Well, let's give credit to this Central Valley defense. The Warriors have really gotten things turned around after giving up the 29-yard touchdown to Tyke Hayes to start the game.
Yeah, for sure. We've settled down and played really good defense, and we're moving the ball on offense too. Really need to take advantage of this field position.
Well, both offenses have mixed things up, so I would say, you know, let's get the running game going if you're Mark Lyons, but I don't know. It just seems like you can't predict what the play call is going to be tonight. It's a really a mix of tricks in the bag.
9:17 left in the half. TV timeout.
.17 left in the half. Don't know if Central Valley will host a playoff game next Friday night or not. It all depends on what happens the rest of the night. Montour and West Allegheny will have a big say in that. The outcome of this one will. So I would say check the internet around 3 p.m. tomorrow and you'll find out who and where your favorite team plays. From what I'm told, that they'll post the pairings, the WPIL will, around 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon.
Located at the quarterback club concession stand. Also, ABC Transit and Pride Transportation Group are hiring bus drivers. If you're interested in driving, please see their tent located next to the Kettle Court.
Let's see, I want to count 1, 2, 3, 4 punts by Aliquippa. That's something you don't see too often in the first half for the Quips.
You really don't.
First and 10, Central Valley's ball.
Well, we haven't punted the ball much, you think, over the last even just 3 or 4 seasons.
I only have 2 tonight. First and 10, Warriors at the 32 of Aliquippa. Henry has nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard.
Henry.
Yeah, they really stacked the box there, and he didn't have anywhere to go.
No gain. Second down 10.
Well, this offensive and defensive line for Aliquippa, not as big as last year, but pretty darn skilled nonetheless.
Right.
They're well coached. They work so hard. Just go over to Aliquippa in the summertime. You'll see these guys lifting and running, and running the steps and doing what they got to do.
Yep, absolutely, for
now
sure.
They've got that beautiful stadium to work out in. They well-deserved.
I've not seen it in person yet, but
It is
I've
awesome.
seen pictures. It looks beautiful.
It's perfection.
It's
I went
great.
to the Montour game. A lot of fun to go to a game there. Got a late flag, delay a game. You know, I think the continuity of a game being televised kind of makes things a little more difficult for these long stops. You're not sure how long a stoppage in play is going to be, and it kind of throws you out of your norm just a little bit. But, you know, the opportunity and the promotion of your team is well worth it. Rutherford's dropping back. He doesn't have anyone, just throws it out of bounds. Great effort, though, by Harrison Walker, almost picked it off.
He's having a really hard time. They're trying to run naked, but he's having a hard time getting outside. They're going to have to account for the defensive end. Someone's going to have to chip him, and he's not. He's doing a really good job of not crashing down inside too far on the run fake.
You got to keep a running back home to help out. 3rd down and 15 to go. They got to pick up at least half of this to go for it on 4th down, you would think. Down the middle, and that ball is almost intercepted by DeMarcus Walker, intended for Makai Ahmed.
Broken up by number 5, DeMarcus Walker.
Now you have to kick it away, Mike, and play the game of field position again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that one hurt. I mean, we had the ball in the, what was it, the 33-yard line, and really went backwards on the first two plays and get nothing back on 3rd down.
Another punt.
15.
Now, if you have a fake punt called, this might be the place to do it. Of course, you don't have Robert Foster back there kicking like in the old days. And Perry gets it high. Hits the 10-yard line. It is a great punt. It just dies at the 10-yard line. It never bounced. It just went, dropped dead at the 10.
Yeah, which is surprising on the turf.
You don't see too many balls that just like die on a turf.
No, you don't.
Maybe on natural grass, but not here in the artificial playing surface. First and 10, Quips at their own 10-yard line. 7:50 to go in this first half. 7-3 Aliquippa. 32-yard field goal by Dominic Pratt, the only score for the Warriors. A 29-yard touchdown run by Tyke Hayes for the Quips. Jasir McCracken comes far right.
Got Nastic on an island down here.
And they're going to run it, and they're going to get maybe a yard. Great defense there. Jance Henry came up for the stop.
Yeah, Tyler Andrusik, too, was right there. Great job.
No gain. 2nd down, 10.
Our defensive front is doing a really good job. We've gotten a lot of penetration, and like I said, other than that, other than the first down run, the very first play of the game, we've limited them to really any big runs or big plays, which
they were shell-shocked after that fumble on the opening kickoff. 2nd down, 10 to go, no gain. Boy, would a turnover be pretty for the Warriors here. Tracy to the outside.
Great job by Abram Tatalovic and Nastic right there.
Yeah, they got over there laterally very quickly.
Abram did a really good job there. His role, he's got to stay upfield and keep his shoulders upfield, and he did a really good job fighting through that block.
3rd down, 10 to go. Big play here for the Warriors D. And likewise for the Quips offense if they can move the chains.
Yeah, really big play here.
Quentin Good out of the gun. Pass is incomplete, almost picked off. He had Jasir McCracken open, but McCracken couldn't hold on to it. A little bit behind him, Mike, but a catch that your seer is going to say I should have made.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would always tell kids if it hits your hands, you got to catch it. No excuses. That was just a little option route. He just sat in the soft spot of the zone, and he would have had a chance at the first down had he caught it. We've got to take advantage of this.
Makai Ahmed back at the Aliquippa 40-yard line, so should be great field position. Yeah, Chagall gets a nice punt away. Oh, he's going to get a roll. What a roll. And Ahmed picks it up, and he's not going to go anywhere. Great special teams play by Gavin Wilcox for Aliquippa. Wow.
33, Makai Ahmed on the return. On the tackle, number 13, Gavin Wilcox.
Warriors will take over at their own 40. Gavin Wilcox, that was about as good of a special teams tackle as you're ever going to find. 6:49 to go in the half. Plenty of time for the Warriors to try to take this lead before the half. Full house set. They're going to run it, and they're going to get 3. And that's Henry.
Chance Henry.
Of course, talking about the connections between CV and Quip. Chance Henry's dad. Fine athlete for the Aliquippa Quips back in the day. Dixon with the football. First down, Mason Dixon.
Great run by Mason there.
Power run there. Down into Quip territory.
I like the change up here. He's going, that's just old school full house.
Yeah, it
Two
is.
tight ends. And like you said a few minutes ago, Tom, Aliquippa still, they're good up front, but they're definitely not as big and physical and dominant up front as they were last year.
And again, a couple yards on first down.
Dixon.
Mason Dixon stopped by
22, Brandon Singleton.
Cam Lindsay with the tackle.
Tackled by 38, Makai King.
Second down, 7 to go, a gain of 3.
7 the ball on the 44.
Chance Henry with it. And he gets a couple. I just got the feeling that Rutherford's going to take off with one here pretty soon.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Rutherford
They're
run
going to
with the
spread
ball
them
too
out
much.
here.
Well, they're going to have to on 3rd and 6.
Right.
Gain of 1. They're down 6. The ball on the 43.
Yeah, now Aliquippa's in their straight man with free safety.
Aliquippa takes a timeout. Mike Warfield didn't like something on his defensive formation. 7-3 Quips lead with 4:49 to go in the half. Tom Hayes and Mike Sullivan on the call. We thank you for joining us on the Central Valley Sports YouTube channel. Sean and Ethan on their best behavior tonight because the boss, Eddie Miller, showed up for the game tonight after taking a couple weeks off. Even saw the Superintendent Nick Perry here. Must be a big game, right, guys? All the head honchos are coming out.
They still let us in.
Even Sullivan showed up tonight. Blew me off last week. That's all right. Third down, 6 to go after this timeout by Aliquippa. 4:49 left in the half. CV has their full complement of 3 timeouts, should they decide to start using them. And a lot of that will depend on what happens here on 3rd down, I would imagine. this matchup is talked about all year long. It just, I mean, if you look at the chats on Facebook and what have you, and it's just folks talk about this game. It's great to see. I mean,
it's been a great rivalry.
I miss the old Monaca-Rochester rivalry that I was a part of broadcasting for so many years.
Sure.
And this kind of, I think, is now the next is the best rivalry in Beaver County.
The county, yeah,
I
absolutely.
really think
no
so
doubt.
right now.
I agree.
And they're not always in the same classification.
Put down 6, the ball on the 43.
Yeah, the Battle of the Bridge. I missed that for
Oh,
sure.
what a fun game that was. Every one of them was exciting. Rutherford looking to throw. Now he's dancing out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He's going to have a first down inside the 35-yard line.
Great job by Stevie by extending the play.
Great recognition by QB Rutherford.
Pushed out of bounds.
I like the way he was juking and jiving. Now they're going to
Oh,
say
wow,
he
they're
was short
saying
of the
he's short.
sticks.
Yeah.
He must have stepped out of bounds with his right foot that we didn't see, Mike, because he clearly was past
Yeah, he was past the sticks for
past
sure.
the sticks when he went out of bounds. So that right plant foot must have went out. So the Warriors will second effort, I believe, by Dixon will get it.
Got it.
Number 5, Mason Dixon.
Well, Mason Dixon, he's tough as his old man Tyrone, one of the assistant coaches, Beaver County Sports Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Mason's tough. He's a great wrestler, too.
Really comes from a great family.
No doubt.
Whistle before the snap. What do we have here?
Guessing we weren't set, or maybe they were offsides. I don't think we were set yet.
No, it's gonna be offsides. We lined up offsides. The Warriors did.
5 yards offsides.
It's a mental mistake there that you hate to have when you're trying to get a little momentum going into the halftime break.
5-yard penalty. First down, 15. The ball on the 42.
Jance Henry with a couple.
Henry.
They're putting everybody and their brother in the box, and there's just no room.
Yeah, they're daring you to run outside or throw the ball.
By Matthews.
Dante Newton looks like he's got a little bit of a gimp in his giddy up.
Second down, 15. Ball on the 42.
Rutherford's pass is intercepted. DeMarcus Walker with the pick. He's got some running room. He's out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Now, all of a sudden, the Quips can think about tacking on to their lead.
Yeah, that one hurt. That ball, Underwood was just running a kind of a trail route behind Conley, and he was cutting to the post, and that ball just sailed a little bit on Stevie. He had him open, but it sailed on him.
First and 10 on their own 43.
Well, you can't. It looked like he forced that one in there. It looked like pretty good coverage. Sometimes you just got to live to play another down, if you will. Throw it away. Get rid of the football. Quips at their own 43. Pass is caught, but his knee was on the ground when he caught it.
Yeah.
Jasir McCracken with the catch. McCracken, junior.
Ball on the 48.
Well, what you obviously don't want to do here is give up a late score after that turnover.
Especially with Aliquippa receiving the second half kickoff.
Right.
Second down, 5 to go, Quips. It'll be Hayes. And Hayes has hit at the line of scrimmage for a gain of 1. That's great defense.
Good job there by Ethan Shear.
Ethan Shear with the shoestring
Tyler
stop.
Andrusic got a lot of penetration again there.
What a year Shear's had, both offensively as a tight end and defensively. 3rd down, 5 to go. Pass too high.
Yeah, that was just a hitch route. He was going to be short anyway. He only ran about a 3-yard route. He was going to be about 2.5 yards short of the first down marker anyways, and Nastic was right there.
Depending on his punt return, you have 2 minutes to play with and still 3 timeouts, so some time to work with if you're the Warriors.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you get a decent return here, or potentially a bad punt and get good field position.
See, this is where I really am a proponent of 2 safeties back. You only have 1 guy back right now. You just cut the field. It's just so hard to cover the whole field.
150 left in the first
half. They
half.
want to angle it.
Aliquippa uses its second
and the Clips take a timeout. Well, after Aliquippa scored on their first offensive play, to shut them out the rest of the first half is pretty impressive by the CV defense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've not had any big plays, which, again, against them, you want to eliminate the big play, right? Because they're explosive. You got a lot of players at the skill position.
Tracy and Hayes back there in the backfield.
Well, we talked earlier, too. Not having Banks hurts them, too.
Big time.
For
big
sure.
Time. He's a big-time player. Going to Yale. What a smart young man. What a great decision by Brandon and his family to take Yale up on their offer.
Yeah, that's great.
I'd like to go up and visit them there and get some New Haven pizza myself.
It's fantastic.
You've had it?
Oh, lots of time.
Oh,
yeah, just about a month ago.
Short kick, and they're just going to let it roll, but it gets a heck of a roll down inside the 20-yard line to about the 17.
Yeah, they definitely got a friendly roll in.
Central Valley's ball on their own 17.
Yeah, I travel a lot for work, and I'd say New Haven pizza is the best I've had, even better than New York City.
Wow.
It's pretty good. Now you're making me hungry for something.
Oh, man, I watched my man Dave Portnoy with those pizza reviews.
I've been to
One bite,
quite
everyone
a few
knows
places
rolls.
that he's rated. Some of our kids are pointing like it was on Aliquippa.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so they must have been lined
Aliquippa
up.
penalized 5 yards offside. First down 5.
We'll take it. I think
good
Mark
start to him.
Yeah, I think Coach Lyons will probably play it pretty conservative here, and if you happen to bust a big run, then you might.
Yeah,
change
one thing
your strategy
you don't
here,
want to do is give Aliquippa the football
Exactly,
back.
right.
You're only down 4. Your defense has played remarkably well.
Yep, no doubt.
And they got the tight full house set. Although Rutherford's going to roll out for it and pass incomplete. That stops the clock. That's the only problem with an incompletion. You're giving Aliquippa a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised.
Second down, 5 to go. But if you pop it there, you pick up 15, 20 yards, and you're in business. So loose football, and the Quips have it, and they're going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown. What a turn of events there as DeMarcus Walker picks up the fumble for the touchdown. Picked it up, I'm saying, around the 20-yard line.
DeMarcus Walker into the end zone for an Aliquippa touchdown.
That is a heartbreaker for the Warriors there.
Yeah, that really hurts. I actually couldn't see, Tom. It looked like I couldn't tell if Singleton didn't get the handoff clean or what. It didn't to me look like he got hit. But
yeah, I just saw the ball on the ground, and I just saw Walker, Johnny on the spot. And that is one huge play for the Quips, and they will get the ball to start the second half, although there's still a minute 23 to go in the half. Shegog on for the PAT, and that's no good.
That could loom large.
Point after is no good. 1:23 left in the half. Aliquippa 13, Central Valley 3.
I would have put him up a touchdown and a field goal now, or touchdown, 2-point conversion and a field goal. Now it's just a touchdown and a field goal.
Well, you got to put that out of your mind. Boy, if you're Central Valley, you think about the way Aliquippa scored their 2 touchdowns. It's just
we've handed them to them.
It's their gift. It's not Christmas time yet, but it's getting there. Some early presents for the Quips.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit before the broadcast, too. In a game like this, I mean, any game, but especially a game between two really good football teams, you got to win the turnover battle. And those typically turnover, in games like this, turnovers and special teams can be, can make the difference in the football game. And, again, you're going into the half, depending on what we do here, you're down 10. And you look at it, really, Coach Lyons looks at it as, hey, we've really done nothing but hurt ourselves. We're beating ourselves right now. We can play with this football team as they know they can.
Up the middle. That's Ahmed, and Ahmed gets a heck of a return all the way down to the Aliquippa 42-yard line.
Yeah, great return.
So Ahmed will give the Warriors a chance near the end of the half. That's a heads-up play by the freshman to come up and pick up that ball on the run like he did. And Makai Ahmed, Grandpat Burdell Thomas is happy about that. He's in the stadium tonight.
Yeah, that was a great job, great return. Ball's at the 42. We got all 3 timeouts. It's big. Now we got to take advantage of it.
Short yardage, gain of about 2. Dixon. Injured Quip on the play. Looks like Jace Williams down on the ground.
Williams. Injury timeout.
Looks like a cramp.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's all it is for Jace. If that is Jace. No, that's not Williams because he's up and about.
Yeah, I can't see the number.
.38 is Makai Green. Definitely a cramp. One of the most painful things you can ever get.
Number 38.
I got one watching football in my recliner one night and just fell off the chair in agony, Mike.
You should have come up with a more dramatic story than sitting in your recliner.
I know, I can't. I wish I could say I was a star athlete and it happened on the playing field, but that would be an obvious lie. Second down, 9 to go for the Warriors. Rutherford's pass is out of bounds, and we got a flag in the secondary.
They're going to call defensive holding. It's got to be defensive holding. Yep.
Pass intended for Jaden
looks like he's calling
Underwood,
pass interference. That's a big penalty.
which is worse than holding. Tyke Hayes talking to the near sideline official. Wow.
That's a huge penalty.
That is. Now you get down. You're almost in field goal range. We could put this, make this a one-score
Right.
game.
26.
I'm sure Mark Lyons and Larry DeVincent as the O coordinator are thinking differently. They're thinking get a tutty here. Trips to the left. Sidecar is Dixon. It'll be Rutherford on the pitch and go. Pass caught, nice move. Down to the 10, inside the 10-yard line goes Marcus Lawson. Awesome Lawson inside the 5.
That was a great job by Marcus there.
Move.
Great thing is, it would have been great if he got out of bounds, but we've got three first downs, and now it's, I mean, we're inside the 10.
Yeah, so they're going to mark him at the 7. I thought he got down near the 5, if not inside the 5. Yeah, plenty of time with it, just under a minute to go in the half. Dixon got a couple.
Dixon.
I think CV will take a TO right here. They
Tackled
do.
By 56, Miles Green.
On the stop for Aliquippa is Miles Green, the freshman.
39 seconds left in the half. Central Valley uses their first timeout.
Thinking about it, Tom, that was the first timeout. I was thinking we called a
they have
timeout
2
earlier
left.
too. I thought there was 3 on the board, but then I was questioning if we called one after our first play.
It's a tough play call here because you're looking at second and goal at the 6. You know, you have 2 timeouts, but you don't really want to burn one here. I don't know. I kind of like Rutherford out on the perimeter with an RPO situation.
Yeah,
The run pass option where he can throw it or run it if it's not there.
It's been interesting in the last two balls. They've had him actually roll to the trip side. He's getting one-on-one coverage to the single receiver side. So if anything, I'd roll him that way. Let's see what they do here.
Dixon sidecar to the right. And they're going to roll right. They're going to throw it to
is.
Shear. Touchdown!
It's the shovel pass again.
Ethan Shear, a little quickie over the middle. Touchdown Warriors. 6-yard reception by Ethan
Great
Shear.
call. Great call.
Well, I like the option because you got Rutherford out on the right side perimeter a little bit. He could have run. He could have thrown it. He threw it. Shearer was right there.
Yeah, and what happened on the last few plays, too, Hayes looked like he was locked up man-to-man then, and he was just sitting in the flat kind of waiting for Rutherford.
Pratt's extra point, though, is just over the crossbar. Woo! I didn't think he made it.
We're fortunate there. Well, that's a huge answer.
Is it ever?
Huge answer right before the half.
Quips lead at 13-10, but Old Mo jumped back on the side of the Carolina Blue on that. Well, it started with the 15-yard pass interference penalty on Aliquippa. That was huge. That really set up the Quips. And then Shear with a little quick opener right over the middle. Lined up as the left tight end. Went in motion to the right side as Rutherford rolled right. Rutherford stopped, popped, and delivered, and Shear just bounced into the end zone for the 6.
We said a few minutes ago too, Tom. I mean, we've really done nothing but, I mean, we gifted them with 2 scores, and other than that, we've played well, played great on defense, go into the half with a lot of confidence.
Well, that's why good teams are undefeated, because they take advantage of your mistakes.
Absolutely, for sure.
They don't always play picture-perfect football, but they got a lot of W's. That kick is going to go. It's going to out of bounds by
Aliquippa.
Aliquippa.
Yeah, that hit the return man.
That
I think
hit
that
Walker
was
at the 3-yard line, and he knocked it out of bounds. So Aliquippa will have to start at their own 2-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to bounce out and then roll back in and hit him.
Well, now if you get a hold in the end zone, you get 2 points. Anything could happen. They'll put the ball on the ground here. Look out. So
now here's where you got to be careful. You remember what happened last year in the regular season game? A slant for a 90-some-yard touchdown. You don't want to play too tight and give up a big play here. And I wouldn't be surprised if they take a shot on a slant here if we give them the right coverage.
They have 1 timeout left. Quips at their own. No, they're at the 1. And they'll give it to Hayes, and Hayes gets good yardage. Hayes has about 11 yards. that was the other thing. You got to worry about him breaking one.
Right.
To the 11. Tackled by Dixon and Connolly.
That's going to be a flag on Central Valley. I think the Warriors had 12 men on the field.
I missed that. It almost looked like Aliquippa wasn't set either.
I think Aliquippa went on a quick count, but Central Valley had too many guys on the field as well. So let's see which way it goes.
Central Valley penalized. 5 yards, illegal substitution.
Yep, it will be on the Warriors.
First down 5, the ball on the 15.
Now the way this half went, you're just thinking like, please get out of here with no more score on the board. Warriors staff doesn't like something about the clock.
Yeah,
I'm not
the officials
sure.
are.
31 seconds. They added 3 seconds. So if I'm CV, I'll just be quiet. I wouldn't be lobbying for a change on that clock.
Right.
I'd rather have 28 than 31 at this point.
They're throwing it.
Good's going to throw it deep. And looks for Tracy. Incomplete.
Good no call there. I had a feeling they were going to take a shot.
Yeah, they had a little contact between Nastic and John Tracy, but it was incidental on both parties, I think. That play took 13 seconds. Wow.
Well, you know what? They chopped the clock in before the ball was snapped.
Okay.
Yep. So by the time he snapped it, I think there was about 27 seconds left.
Second down, 5 to go for the Quips at their own 16. Hayes with moderate yardage. Well, this is where they really miss a guy like Brandon Banks, the senior receiver with the injured hand. He would be their home run threat here. And that should be the last play of the half, and it is. What a first half we have. Sometimes football games don't live up to the hype. Mike.
school band is Lindsay Lewis. She is assisted by Miss Tori Petrella, Mr. Craig Whitney, and Miss Amanda Fletty. Tonight we are presenting you with the class of 2024 senior group. The seniors of the band chose to do their first night talent. For our first song, we present Electric Light Orchestra's 1977 hit, Mr. Blue Sky. Recognize our senior band members. Aiden Alberts, Sophia Alquin, Chloe Inham, Leo Baldessari, Matt Massey, Logan Colbert, Meredith Dent, Dalen Dreary, Zach Heffley, Rebecca Foreman, Peyton Bennett, Maya Hazelwood, Gina Henderson, Caitlin McElroy, Cooper Mitchell, Katrina Cannon, Logan Pettifer, Sydney Sexy, Patrick St. Francois, Evan Stone, Josh Trishman. Thank you, seniors, for all the hard work you put into this
Ladies and gentlemen, time to get out your 50-50 ticket. You have the winning number, please bring it to the concession stand, the quarterback club concession stand. Winning number 625 335 7. 625 3357. If you have the winning ticket, please bring it to the Quarterback Club concession stand. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back your Central Valley Warriors. Here are some scores from around the WPIAL. At the half, Beaver 24, Hopewell 7, Montour 21, West Bay 10, Elwood City 35, Riverside 0, Southside 27, Rochester nothing. McKeesport 14, Thomas Jefferson 7, Cadenmac 20, Mount Lebo 7, Kiski 21, Armstrong 7, Clairton 42, Jeanette 14.
And getting ready for second half action. Aliquippa leads at 13-10 over the Central Valley Warriors. Tom Hayes along with Mike Sullivan. Let's take a look at our first half scoring. Well, things started very difficult for the Central Valley Warriors as they fumbled the opening kickoff. Aliquippa recovered at the Central Valley 29-yard line, and Tyke Hayes on the play number 1 on offense for Aliquippa takes it 29 yards for the touchdown. And Malachi Shagog makes the extra point. Quips up 7-0. Then after a series of punts, Central Valley kicked a 32-yard field goal by freshman Dominic Pratt to make it 7-3 Aliquippa with 10:41 to go in the half. And then it was a 20-yard fumble recovery by DeMarcus Walker for Aliquippa. The extra point was no good, and the Quips led it 13-3 with only a minute 23 to go in the half. But after a good kickoff return by Makai Ahmed and a big pass interference penalty, that set up a 6-yard touchdown reception by Ethan Shearer, thrown by Stephen Rutherford. The extra point kick was good by Pratt, and that was 44 seconds ago in the half. That's where we are at the half. Central Valley closes the gap but the Quips lead at 13-10 at the half, and Aliquippa will receive the second half kickoff. And remember, the start of the game, the Warriors fumbled their opening kickoff. So, Mike, it's a cliche, but it's also a fact. This first series of the second half in a close football game between two bitter rivals is so important, both offensively and defensively. If you're Mark Lyons, you want a 3 and out. If you're Mike Warfield, you want a long drive that ends up in points. So the beginning of this third quarter could really tell the tale of this football game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, you know, getting the touchdown right before the half gave us some momentum back, and obviously you want to build on that. But like you said, too, for Aliquippa, this is big for them offensively, too, to, you know, they're looking to take an opportunity to stretch the lead back out again. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. And we've really played great on defense. You know, I mean, like you said, we've given them, you know, we gave them a short field to start the game, and then the turnover on offense returned for a touchdown. But our defense has played great. So if we can, you know, keep playing well on defense, not give up the big play, I like our chances.
And they're going to get a chance to give on defense here. In the Parkway also, Montour leads West Allegheny 21-10 at the half. So that doesn't bode great for the Warriors. You kind of want West A to upset Montour, but it looks like Montour is going to hold serve there. So your only chance to win this Parkway, or at least share a part of it, is to win this football game tonight against Aliquippa. So, and that's all Central Valley's thinking about. They're not thinking about Gardner points and we know who's going to go in as the second team, the third team, the fourth seed. None of that matters right now. This football game at hand is the only thing that these young men are thinking about.
Right.
So the Warriors will tee it up at their own 40. It'll be Pratt. Pratt's been getting all the duties tonight.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job.
Over Ben Shore.
Teeing it up for Central Valley, number 41, Dominic Pratt.
Back deep for the Quips should be, let's see, Tracy, I believe, Harrison Walker. Back at their 10-yard line.
Deep to receive for the Quips, number 6, John Tracy, and number 15, Harrison Walker.
Okay, we're getting ready for a great second half. Hopefully it's exciting as the first, and it probably will. And we're underway. High kick down the middle of the field. And now we got a flag on
this offsides
procedure penalty on the kickoff, so that'll back it up 5, and a little minor infraction to start the football game, to start the second half, I should say, that the Warriors will have to account for.
Procedure.
Now this makes things a little more difficult for a potential touchback. Pratt's kick's going to go down to the 14. It'll be Walker on the return. And Walker all the way out to the 36-yard line. Nice return by Harrison Walker for the Quips.
Tackled by Marcus Lawson.
Marcus Lawson with a special team stop for the Warriors.
Walker's return puts the ball
out to the 35-yard line. Pretty good field position to start.
Quips.
The second half for the Quips, they lead at 13-10. Again, Aliquippa going without senior wide receiver defensive back Brandon Banks, the Yale recruit. Now the Yale signee, actually. He's going to Yale. Screen pass to Tyke Hayes.
Oh, we got away with a hold.
And we got a hold. Now they got the flag.
Yeah, Abram Tatalovich was held from the get-go. He did a great job.
Looked like the ref was just, the flag was stuck in the back pocket there.
Yeah.
He was going for it, and you were wondering where's it at, but he got it out there in time.
Number 3, Marcus Lawson on the tackle. Penalty is holding.
So that's a
against the
huge
Quips.
penalty against the Quips to start this second half. And defensively, Wayne Tadalovich's group's got to take advantage of that.
First down 20. The ball
First
at the
down 20
25.
yards to go at the 25-yard line.
They don't have enough numbers over here.
Two guys on three receivers. And the slant is open, and it's incomplete.
That was
Almost
a
picked
screen,
off.
and I'll tell you what,
It'd still be running.
yeah, J.J. Work was real close to picking that ball off, real close.
Yeah, he could have taken that to the house.
Good pass is incomplete.
It was just out of his reach.
Second down, 20 to go.
Second down 20.
Boy, if you force a 3 and out here, this is golden for the Warriors.
Right.
A lot of work to do, though, here on second down. And we got
False
motion.
start. Their guard and tackle both moved.
Left side of the line jump. That'll be 5 more on the Quips.
Aliquippa penalized 5 yards. Illegal procedure.
It's been quite a few penalties tonight.
Yeah, our fair share, I would agree. Quentin Good, they call him Cheese out of the gun. Senior leader, the all-time leading passer in Aliquippa history. DeMarcus Walker with the catch, and he makes a nice move to pick up 10 yards.
Clinton Good's pass is complete to number 5.
Good is
Marcus Walker.
the leading quarterback as far as yards and touchdowns.
Pushed out of bounds by B.J. Nastic.
3rd and 15, got to get off the field here.
Huge play. Cannot allow the Quips to move the chains if you're a Warrior fan here. Guys up front looking to put pressure on Good. And it's a short
Ran the
screen
bubble.
pass. And that's not going to go
Great
for the
tackle.
first down. Good defense by the Warriors.
Great tackle by Quinn Conley. They ran the bubble. Obviously, they watched a lot of the Montour film. They ran the bubble right there, and like I said, when they've been running that speed out to the trips, it's really just a variation of running the bubble route.
Well,
Great job by the CV defense.
Yeah,
there.
you think of Conley as a good receiver, but how about
that was a great
that
tackle.
defensive play, huh? Okay, Makai Ahmed back at his own 35. She got to punt it. Good high kick. And Ahmed can't go anywhere. Good special teams coverage.
Yeah, it was good coverage.
Makai Ahmed had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He had no chance to advance the football, but still decent field position at the 39-yard line. And Mike, that is Aliquippa's 5th punt of the football game. Offsides Quips. Jumping into the neutral zone was Takoa Gilbert, the left defensive end.
5 yards offsides. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a vehicle with a Illinois license plate, 330-9862. It must be moved immediately. And Pennsylvania license plate, HHH 0278.
Henry hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Big defensive play there.
Yeah, they got a lot of penetration there right off the
Well, the
bat.
guy that was offside, Takoa Gilbert, made up for it on that play. Second down, 5 to go.
Picked up a 5. 2nd and 5. The ball on the 43.
Rutherford's pass is incomplete. Nice defensive play by Gavin Wilcox, who had great coverage on Cole Hiltz.
Yeah, that was really good coverage there. It was a pretty good ball by Rutherford. Just good play.
Third down, 5 to go.
Aliquippa there on 2nd and 5. They've been playing a lot of man-to-man, sometimes press right up in Central Valley's receivers' faces, but they're playing, giving them a lot of cushion. They even are here. I'd take what they give you. They've got Connolly right down here at the bottom on a hitch if they want it, or Underwood.
Rutherford's going to run it. Rutherford is going to have the first down.
Got it.
Kept his foot in bounds. He got into Aliquippa territory to move the chains. Stevie Rutherford with the 1st and 10 down to the Aliquippa 49-yard line. Boy, he was dancing and prancing on that Warrior sideline. Great athleticism to keep his feet in bounds.
Yep. It's a big pickup for a first down, too, to keep the chains moving.
Yeah, you don't want to go 3 and out on your first offensive drive when you're behind. Up the middle goes Chance Henry. Henry is going to go to the end zone. He goes coast to coast like butter on toast. 49-yard touchdown run. Take a chance, Mr. Henry. 6 for the Warriors.
That's a huge answer. That's exactly what we were looking for. Get a stop to start the second half.
What a run by the freshman. That is
you
the
could
way
see
to
it as
come
soon as he
out.
got in the secondary, he was gone.
And it'll be
Great
Shore
run.
on the extra point this time. So Ben Shore to get the kick, and that kick is up and good. 17-13 Warriors with the lead. Well, good to see
Huge
Ben
momentum
Shore
boost.
get a chance to kick the ball through the uprights. What a big opening on that left side. I probably, Mike, would have picked up 5 or 6 yards on that play.
You might have. I
don't have the speed to take it
Even
to the house.
Will Shear, he gave me a hard time a few weeks ago. We
I
kept
know.
razzing him for Ethan being faster than he was
Well,
when he was that age. Will was probably a little faster than we gave him credit
Well,
for.
he did admit that Ethan gets his speed from his mother, not his dad. So Will did admit that. We got to watch what we say, Mike. There's a couple of people listening to us. You never know.
Oh man, that's a huge answer for Central Valley, and to respond like that after going down 13-3 and really having a rough half with the turnovers, and again, I'm sure the message at halftime, like we talked about, Mark was telling them, listen guys, we've been beating ourselves. They haven't done anything to beat us. We're hurting ourselves, and they proved to themselves in the first half they can hang with them, which they knew all along, and. That's a huge
Not
answer.
only that, go back to the defensive stand. Too many mistakes by the Quips.
Right, a lot
on
of penalties.
Offense by starting the second half with a couple huge penalties that enabled the Central Valley defense to come up with the stop to give the Warriors good field position at their own 39-yard line. 49-yard touchdown run by the freshman Jance Henry. (17-13), first lead of the football game for the Warriors. Now let's see how this Aliquippa offense answers the call. Well, you know what it says on their uniforms. It says Quips, not quit.
Right.
They'll come back.
Walker and Tracy deep to receive. Dominic Pratt kicking off.
They're switching the returners, trying to get the ball in Walker's hands.
High short kick. They're going to pop it up, and they got to cover it. Now they finally do. Tracy does. And Tracy's going to reverse his field, and he's going to be hit at the 15-yard line and brought down. Great coverage by the Warriors special teams.
Great job. Big hit by Aaron Lawson.
This football team is fired up right now.
Yeah, you can see it right now, just their body language, right? I mean, they're pumped.
J.J. Work down there along with Lawson. That'll give him the 16.
See how Aliquippa responds here.
Well, if it's me, I give you a steady dose of Tyke Hayes and John Tracy.
Like I said, I'm surprised that they haven't run the football a little bit more.
Go back to my bread and butter here, I think, to try to get back into sync. Again, you're missing Brandon Banks, your best wide receiver. That's a tough loss. And no gain up the middle. This Warriors defense is fired up. Hayes is hit by Ondrusik. Tyler Ondrusik.
Central Valley's doing a great job up front. Costanza, McCreary.
Second down, 10
Ondrusik.
to go. No gain on Tyke Hayes' run. It'll be Hayes again. And Hayes is going to get to the outside and get decent yardage out across the 25. He's going to be close to the first down, probably a yard shy.
Yeah, it looks like about a yard.
Maybe even 2. Harrison Walker down on with cramps. He's going to have to come out. Colton Rossi, the strength coach for Aliquippa. Former player for the Central Valley Warriors. Now the strength coach at Aliquippa. His older brother Mike is assistant coach at Robert Morris now. So third down and a short 1 to go for the Quips.
Well, they stopped.
No, they're short of the first down. He's hitting the backfield.
Stopped him, not even close. He lost yardage.
Yeah, he definitely lost a half a yard. They're going to mark him right at the 25, and that's going to be a good 2 yards to go on fourth down. And does Mike Warfield take a chance here? I would think maybe you try to draw him off sides and then kick it, but I can't see
them. To me, you punt
them.
The football here.
Yeah, I
you
can't
got a lot
see
of
them
game left.
handing off the snap. I could see them trying to draw the Warriors off sides, maybe taking a 5-yard penalty and then kicking it away. But they're out there on offensive formation.
And
they jump. They jump. Where is the flag?
Wow.
I cannot. And Mark Lyons is livid, and you can't blame him. Aliquippa left before the snap.
Their right guard moved really early.
And
really
there's no
early.
call, and they're going to get the first down. That is just something that they blatantly missed. I mean, it was clear.
Yeah, it was blatantly obvious
that the right guard left way too soon. Wow. Boy, put a circle around that. No call. Tracy with it. Tracy to the outside. He's got a first down and about 4 more.
Number 6, John Tracy, run out of bounds by number 2, J.J. Work.
First and 10, Quips out to the 40.
Their own 40.
Well, you got to forget about it and keep playing football.
Yeah, you do. I mean, that's a no call.
But that hurt.
Mark Lyons will lose some sleep over tonight if they don't win this football game. Inside handoff, short yardage. Tracy.
Good tackle by Mason Dixon.
Number 4, Quentin Good.
Central Valley trying to keep that D line fresh. They're rotating Alexander, McCreary coming in and out.
Second down, 8 from the 42.
They got 2 on the play. Second down, 8 to go. 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Warriors with the 17-13 lead. Good's going to throw for it, and Good has a first down. DeMarcus Walker, the senior wideout, with the catch.
Yep, good throw by Good on that, and Walker was good route on the comeback, keeping both feet in bounds.
Boy, that was pinpoint passing there by Quentin Cheese Good.
Yeah, it was a great throw.
Cool nickname, Cheese. Gotta like it. Tracy with the football. He's hit for a loss. What a defensive play by the Warriors, and that's Henry.
That was Henry.
Jance Henry doing it on both sides of the ball. Hard to believe this young man is in 9th grade.
Tell you what, Tom, in no way have I thought our defense has played soft at all this year, but they've been really physical tonight.
Oh, this has been their best effort of the
really,
season
really
by
physical.
far. No question about it. And missing a key guy in Lucas Jerovac. Good-looking linebacker. High snap over the quarterback's head, and Cheese falls on it all the way back to the 32-yard line. Heads up play by Good to make sure that the Warriors didn't recover it. But now it's going to be
yeah, that
third
hurts,
and
16-yard loss.
Oh, my, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about 27 yards.
Yep.
27.
Third down, 27 to go.
34.
Yep. They moved early.
And they would have liked that call about 4 plays ago.
If you're Aliquippa now, it'd be easy for, they could get impatient here. You're third and 32. I'm not doing anything too crazy because you don't want to force a turnover.
I'd run a draw to Tyke Hayes and just see what he can do. I really would. And I'd play field position.
Right, yeah,
here.
you don't want to force yourself into a turnover, that's for sure.
But
I'd
that's
be okay
why
with
I'm up
it, though,
here,
too.
not on the sidelines making calls.
I think they're going to throw the football.
Yes, they are. And Good escapes the pressure. Has a man open downfield. And coming back is Lawson on the play defensively. Aaron Lawson with another great defensive play.
Good play by Aaron.
He has been an unsung hero tonight, the 10th grader. He was open. They had a man open for a while.
Yeah,
but
ball was a little short.
Lawson got back there. So another punt by Aliquippa, number 6. I've broadcasted a lot of Aliquippa games in my life, and I can't tell you the last time they punted.
They've got nobody out here. There we go. We got an opportunity for great field position again.
Akiva Woods is out to punt. And it's a short, high one. And Makai Ahmed covers it at the 44-yard line.
Makai Ahmed builds the punt. Penalty marker on a play.
Flag on the play. Let's see if they're going to have to re-kick it.
Yeah, I didn't see anything what the flag would have been on.
Personal foul, Central Valley. Oh, my. Is that an automatic first down?
Central Valley penalized.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be 15 yards our ball.
After the possession, okay.
Right.
You could see
So that's
that
a big penalty. That hurts. We would have had the ball at about almost the.
Well, It's better than giving up a first down.
39-yard line, sure.
Which would be the other alternative. But still, yeah, 15 yards is a lot of field position to give up. We saw that at the end of the half when the Warriors were benefactors of a pass interference penalty. First down at the 28-yard line. Well, see if the Warriors can keep the momentum going on offense. And it's Henry breaking tackles. He's got about 8. Oh, my. Is he fun to watch or what? Cam Lindsey down on the play.
Great run.
See a lot of cramping tonight by the Quips.
Yeah.
Need to get a little more hydrated. .344 to go in this third quarter. Central Valley leads it 17-13. A 49-yard touchdown jaunt by Jance Henry has given the Warriors the lead. They were trailing at 13-10 at the halftime break. We'll find out more than likely tomorrow afternoon. Check the WPL websites and probably Trib Live. We'll have the brackets posted on.
Injured on the play, number 11, Cameron Lindsey.
Well, that's a great pickup on first down. Give you second and short. This is a great situation, too. If you want second and short, you can take a shot.
Open up that playbook, yeah.
Third down, then you know you still only got 2 yards to go.
Well, they're like full house tight, though. They want to move the chains, and they do it. Still on his feet.
That's a great run.
Loose football, but that was at the end of the play, I believe. Was that Henry again?
Henry or Singleton? I thought it was Singleton,
yeah, it must have been Singleton. He was out there, yep. Brandon hasn't got a lot of carries. He's an unheralded guy. And Alexander jumped for the Warriors. That'll be 5.
Central Valley penalized 5 yards, illegal procedure.
A little anxious.
First down 15 from the 42.
Dixon takes the football out across midfield.
Great spin move by Mason to pick up an extra 3 or 4 yards there.
Dixon picks up 7.
Second down, 8 to go. Harrison Walker with the stop for the Quips. Jance Henry with it. And he's got about 3 off the right side. Stop by Hayes.
Jance Henry. Stop by 52.
Justice Starks also.
Going to go 4 wide here on third and medium.
Third down and 5 to go. CV in Aliquippa territory at the Quip 48. Trips to the left. Rutherford's going to throw for it. It's incomplete. Too high for Marcus Lawson.
Rutherford's pass intended for Marcus Lawson is incomplete.
That might be good that it was overthrown because Tyke Hayes was closing quickly. That ball's underthrown.
It's a long, that's a hard throw too on the run, and it's to the sidelines. It's a long way.
So Antonio Perry, the freshman punter, will be back to kick it away for the Warriors.
Tracy and Walker need to receive.
Tracy and Walker back deep. That's Harrison Walker. High snap. Perry goes back to get it. Short kick. It's going to go out of bounds, probably about the 30-yard line. right at the 30, I believe.
First and 10, Aliquippa's ball on their own 30.
We only had one score in this second half, this third quarter, with 1:56 to go. 49-yard touchdown run by Jance Henry to give the Warriors their only lead at 17-13.
Fast-moving quarter compared to the first two.
Boy, this Warrior defense has impressed me tonight.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and really it started with, you know, up front, their D-line has played phenomenal. They've tackled really well too. Tackled very well.
You know, I like the rotation too of getting fresh guys in and out quite a bit.
Yeah, and you know, as we move into the fourth quarter here shortly, you could start to see a difference there for sure.
Well, you have you have a lot more players. You have you think about Aliquippa playing quad A football, and it's a crime that they make them play up like that. You know, they can compete. They can compete, but the problem is the health of the young student athletes. For example, you lose a guy like Brandon Banks tonight. He's special teams. He's offense. He's defense. He's a leader. You just don't have enough bodies to replace a guy like that.
Right.
If you're the school the size of Aliquippa, playing against a school like Central Valley that has 60, 70 kids dressed.
Right.
That's where I think Mike Warfield has the biggest problem with playing up is, and he's mentioned that, the fact that
doesn't have the numbers.
They don't have the depth.
Right.
And it's a health situation when you got to put younger kids in that aren't ready or aren't big enough to play yet. But regardless of what class the Quips play in, they certainly are that class. They are really the epitome of high school football in Western Pennsylvania.
No doubt.
First and 10,
Quips at their own 30. First and 10. Warriors up 4, 17-13. Tracy's got a clear. Tracy's in the open. Here he goes. No one's going to catch him, I don't think. And Tracy is going to take it to the house for the touchdown. 70 yards by John Tracy. What a run by Tracy.
Yeah, what hurt there too, we gave up contain on the outside.
Yeah, he was gone. No one's going to catch him or touch him. And boy, the Quips can answer fast, can't they? 19-17 Quips lead it.
Aaron Lawson looks like he got shaken up on the play.
Quips are going to try to kick it here, I guess. Yep. Thought they might go for 2 here to make it a 4-point lead. And that kick is no good.
That was not the snap was not great either. It looked like the holder had a hard time getting the hold down. We'll take it.
19-17, Quips up. Yeah, I kind of thought they'd go for 2. Because it would have given them a 4-point lead. Now that you missed the extra point, a field goal will give the Warriors the lead again. Only down 2. Tracy he turned on the Jets when he got to the outside.
Yeah, he made that cut when he got into the secondary to the sidelines, and like I said, we looked like we gave up contain there, and he was off to the races.
Mark Lyons trying to give some encouragement to his defenders on the sideline after that play.
We got to be really alert here after the first 2 kickoffs. You know how those went.
That's the truth, huh?
Kicking off.
Shagog.
Number 0, Mr. Longmire.
And they squib it again. You got to get up and cover it.
Good
And
job.
finally,
that was a good job by
does.
Tatalovich there, yep. And listen, it'll take that field position all day.
As long as you recover it.
Right.
They did, but Abe Tatalovich with a good heads-up special teams play. Where are they going to mark it? The 39-yard line.
First and 10, Central Valley's ball on their own 39.
Well, now the Warriors' offense has got to get a spark going here. Henry on the inside handoff, got a couple. Brought down by Dakota Gilbert.
Stopped by Dakota Gilbert. Pick up a 3, second and 7. Ball at the 42.
Quips have done a pretty good job defensively on first down in this third quarter, limiting the yardage gained by the Warriors, presenting some problems for them with second and long. Henry's got a couple again, but it's going to be third and long.
Henry.
Justice Starks.
52,
Another stop for the Quips.
Third down
and a long, 6 to go for the Warriors.
43.
Trailing it now 19-17. Rutherford's pass is incomplete to Newton. Dante Newton looked like he slipped on the turf there.
Rutherford pass and
another punt.
Jaden Underwood incomplete. 4th down.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Fifth punt for the Warriors. 6 for Aliquippa.
They got away with a hold.
Perry again shanking it to the right side out of bounds. This one a little bit deeper. But yeah, it's directional kicking. He's told to do that so to eliminate the possibility of a return. Well, Warriors defense got to answer the challenge now after giving up the 70-yard touchdown run to John Tracy on that last drive.
First and 10, Aliquippa's ball. Their own 27.
Quips take over at the 27-yard line. Nice crowd here tonight. Stands packed, some folks standing around the fencing area. Loose football. They pick it up and hand it back to Tyke Hayes, and Hayes breaks through. And Hayes is going to go to the distance. Touchdown, Aliquippa. Tyke Hayes on a broken play.
23, Hayes.
73
yeah, Wood
yards.
fumbled the football.
And that was just a broken play that turned into disaster for the Warriors defense. Back-to-back 70-yard touchdown runs. 70 by Tracy, 73 by Hayes.
Well, the difference right now has been turnovers and big plays.
Yeah, I'll say. Well, when you play against Aliquippa, you got to expect some big plays
right
now and then. very difficult to keep them in check for 4 quarters. Now they will go for 2.
This is big here too, because if they
huge.
don't get it, you're still within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, this is a very big 2-point conversion. And who takes a timeout here?
6 seconds left in the third. Timeout, Aliquippa.
It's a big timeout too by Aliquippa to take the burn on a extra point attempt. They might be thinking, hey, let's go for 1 and give us a 9-point lead.
Exactly. Yeah, if it's me, I'm still, even though they've missed the last 2, I'm going to attempt to kick the extra point, because then it puts you up. It still puts you up 2 scores.
Right. The first extra point was true blue way back when, after the first offensive play of the game.
It'd be one thing if it were a little bit later in the game, say you're 8-9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Maybe I go for 2 here, but I also don't like chasing points. But I can understand too why if he,
well,
in the end decides to go for 2 because they missed the last 2.
You think,
yep.
As a coach, you think, what's my greatest chance of putting points on the board with my football team?
Right.
And if he feels that going for 2 here is it, then that's what you do. They haven't had a lot of luck with the kicking game. And they will still go for 2. And they're going to throw for it, and it's going to be 2 points for good.
It's a great call. They just went play action, and we bid on it pretty hard, and he was wide open.
Jace Williams, the tight end, with the 2-point conversion. So that is big. Up by 10 now, the Quips 27-17. Still a whole quarter to play, but now the pressure mounts for the Warriors on each possession. Now you got to be thinking points on every drive. I don't know if the defense is getting tired. It just seems like kind of a two fluky plays, really.
Yeah. I mean, they were blocked well, and they were able to get into the secondary, and it was over. I mean, our defensive line has played great up front. I don't think it's anything other than, again.
Well, the first touchdown by Tracy was well executed.
Right.
The one by Hayes was a broken play. There was a fumble in the backfield. Right. Give good credit. Somehow he got the ball, got the football handed off to Hayes, and then Tyke did the rest. Another squibber. Good return out to the 35-yard line.
Chance Henry on the return.
Yeah, that was a really good return.
Chance Henry comes up a little lame, though. Looks like he hurt an ankle.
Well, we got an answer here. This is a big possession for us.
That'll be the end of 3. Quips lead at 27-17 on 2 big touchdown runs. One of 70 yards by John Tracy and one of 73 yards by Tyke Hayes. That 2-headed monster in that Aliquippa backfield certainly answering the call in this 3rd quarter for the Quips. A lot of football to be played yet. As I said, when the Quips were down, they didn't quit. You know the Warriors won't. Henry appears to be fine as Will Shearer gets him up off the turf. So that quarter break comes at the right time to allow Chance to get a little healthier. Boy, this Parkway Conference, you talk about would appear to be the top 3 teams: Aliquippa, Central Valley, and you would think Montour after they had the big halftime lead against West A.
Right.
Mike, back when you played in the Parkway, it was pretty impressive.
It was pretty
It's got
good.
to be bring back some memories for an old man like yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Us, Montour, Beaver Falls. There was never a week where there was an easy game. That's for sure.
I remember a few times going to Montour, old Burco Stadium, and Bob Barrick and I broadcasting outside on the ledge in late fall. It was a lot of fun up there. Warriors have it at their own 35. Down 10. Rutherford's going to throw it, and pass is incomplete. Trying to come back to the football is Jaden Underwood.
Rutherford's pass intended for Underwood is incomplete. Second down.
Second down, 10 to go. There's plenty of time. Don't have to panic if you're Central Valley, Mike. You just the whole quarter to go. You need 2 scores to win it.
Oh yeah, plenty of time left. Obviously, it'd be big to get a drive together here and get a touchdown, but yeah, there's plenty of time for sure.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Marcus Lawson.
Pass intended for Lawson is incomplete. Ladies and gentlemen, a black Dodge minivan, license plate LPH 2401. Your vehicle needs moved or it will be towed. Once again, LPH 2401, a black Dodge minivan.
Third down, 10 to go for the Warriors. Flag on the play.
They called holding.
Looks like
they
defensive holding.
We were fortunate.
Yeah, they grabbed Jaden Underwood, who was coming back to the football.
I think they just called a penalty on our sidelines. It's going to be offsetting. Could be.
Wow, what a turn of events that would be.
Aliquippa penalized 10 yards holding.
No, it's going to be on the Quips.
Maybe they're picking it up.
Yeah, I don't know what the other flag was for. It might have been a sideline warning flag.
Yeah.
So this is going to.
That's a huge penalty. Huge penalty.
He takes it out to the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 Warriors, keeps the drive alive. Inside handoff. Short gainer.
Henry.
Jance Henry.
I'd like to see us on first down. They're really giving us a lot of cushion in the secondary. They're giving us the 3-step game like the hitch or a slant. We need to take advantage of it a little bit. And typically now, see what they do here. Usually 2nd and long, they're bringing the DBs up a lot tighter and playing press man. Here they come.
2nd down, 8 to go. Underwood in motion, goes right to left. Rutherford's under duress, he's sacked. Jace Williams buries Rutherford at the 32.
Stevie Rutherford brought down for a loss by number 33, Jace Williams.
Now it's 3rd and forever.
Yeah, that one hurt. I think we were, what, 2nd and 8?
2nd and 8, now it's 3rd and 21. Well, those 2 big touchdown runs have inspired this Aliquippa defense. You could tell
Yeah, for sure.
they're playing with a lot more emotion now. Tight handoff to Henry. Very conservative call.
There's Henry.
As the Warriors just try to pick up some yardage.
Tackled by 15, Harrison Walker. Fourth down, 13.
Believe it or not, I mean, the clock's becoming a factor now, too. You're down
Yeah,
under
it is.
10 minutes. You're down 10.
That drive had to, you almost felt like that drive had to result in points for the Warriors. And a short kick and shanked by Perry. Flag on the play at the 35-yard line. Where are they going to mark the ball?
Imagine it's either got to be a hold on us or maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to decline that, though, because the punt was about 10 yards.
Yep.
Still haven't seen where they're going to
Penalties
spot the
against
ball.
Central Valley for holding.
Wow, they're marking it, it looks like, at about the
Well, I believe it.
Central Valley 47.
Aliquippa will take over first
That's
and
pretty
10 on the
accurate if you
Central
ask
Valley
me.
47.
6 punts apiece in this game for both CV and Quip.
TV timeout.
Central Valley has to burn a timeout.
Yeah, I'm curious why we use the timeout there. That could loom large.
Well, the way Aliquippa's been running the football, I could see them taking a chance on throwing to the downs here, just to try to mix things up on a surprise here. Quip's lead it by 10, 27-17. 9:35 to go in the football game, and as you said, Mike, time becoming a big factor.
Yeah, this is a huge possession. Obviously like to get them 3 and out to get the ball back quick and not burn up a lot of time.
Well, now you start to think about the playoffs. Will these 2 teams meet again? We'll see how the pairings all come out. I wouldn't mind seeing a Central Valley Montour rematch down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great game and obviously came down to the wire and could have gone either way.
Yeah, and they, now that they've experienced Jake Wolf, the Warriors might be a little bit more prepared for his antics the next time they play.
Well, you don't want to for sure give up a lot here on first down. You want to at least get them in 2nd and long.
Tracy with the football, and Tracy with about 3 or 4.
We've really not used Hayes that much, especially in the second half at tailback. It's been mainly Tracy.
Tackled by Tyler Costanza.
And other than the big, long
Pick up a 3,
touchdown run, he's not touched the ball that much in the second half. They're going to milk every bit of the clock now, too.
They're like 1 and 1A, those guys. Tracy, just, if he doesn't play with Tyke, he's a featured back for 90% of the teams in the WPIL. Second and 7, Quips. Tracy is
That was a great job.
brought down.
Great job by
Work.
JJ Work.
Brought down by Work. No gain, third down.
Well, this is big here. Here's the thing too. You keep them in 3rd and long. If you get them to 4th and long, they're probably going to punt the football. They should, but they get the ball.
Oh yeah,
they're maybe
4th and 2.
3. Yeah, they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it. Yep.
If it were me, I'm still punting the football, but they're going to go for it if they get under 4th and 3, probably.
3rd down, 7 to go. Tracy, sidecar to the right. They'll throw for it. And they'll be right at the marker depending on the spot.
Ethan Shearer did a pretty good job there to keep him in front of him.
But now, again, that's 4 down territory. DeMarcus Walker with the catch.
Ethan Shearer on the tackle.
Short by a half a yard. So they'll power through here and go for it, you would think. Warriors jumped.
Got to be disciplined there. That hurt.
That's a gift. 1st down.
Central Valley penalized 5 yards offside. 1st and 10, Quips ball.
Time really a factor now.
Yeah, for sure. And that,
7
with them
minutes to
getting
go.
that, and getting that 1st down, they're going to be able to take a couple more minutes off the clock.
Warriors do have 3 timeouts left.
I think they actually have 2, because I thought that one timeout,
Yeah,
I thought we
they did
used the
burn one.
timeout.
Yeah,
they have Aliquippa with 2.
Yeah, the clock scoreboard's off a little bit maybe. Tracy again. Good patience where he just kind of waits a little bit. It looks kind of like Le'Veon Bell the way he runs the football. That hesitation to wait till the hole opens up.
Pick up at 4, 2nd and 6 of the 29.
Second down, 6 to go for the Quips. They're at the CV 29-yard line, leading it 27-17. 2 70-yard plus touchdown runs by Tracy and Hayes have given the Quips this lead. She's good is going
they
to.
Were set. Yep.
Procedure penalty.
It's a big penalty.
Illegal procedure. 2nd down, 11.
Good goes over the top to Vashon Patrick. The head coach in waiting, as they say at Aliquippa. It appears that Vashon Patrick is next in line when Coach Warfield decides to hang up the whistle. And that's a good young man to pick to run your program. Vashon's a great role model for the kids over in Aliquippa.
Tracy.
And what a job Mike Warfield has done. Who, if you're at Sarge Albert Stadium right now, you could throw a rock to Mike's house right across the way. He lives that close to this stadium.
Gain of 3.
Well, I couldn't, but a guy with an arm like Sullivan could hit his front door.
Ball on the 31.
I've got a bad wing. I've had two surgeries on it.
3rd down and 8 to go.
Now, if they run the ball here and don't get much, I think you got to use a timeout.
Yeah, I would agree. They'll just run too much clock. High snap, and they'll have to fall on it at the 42-yard line. Oh, the Warriors, they could have jumped on that.
Back to the 42.
Well, now you don't have to burn a timeout because I think they're going to have to punt.
They are, but they're going to take
they're going to take it
under 4 minutes here. I would be using one. If we still have 3, I would be using one here. You can't afford to lose that much time off the clock.
I think you're right, though. I think they
17, the ball on the 40-yard
only
line.
have 2 left.
Well, this is where you're hoping for a bad snap.
The Warriors don't have anyone deep either.
Yeah, they're playing punt safe.
And they do kick it away, though. And it's a nice punt. And it's going to drop at the 10-yard line. Great job by Chagall.
1st and 10, Central Valley's ball on their own 10-yard line.
Well, you got to go quick. You got no choice. You got to get down the field as quick as you can to give yourself an opportunity. And obviously, they're going to have to throw the football.
90 yards away. 3:48 left to go.
Timeout.
Warriors trail it by 10. It'll take a TV timeout here. It'll give both teams a chance to regroup to get ready for this final 3 minutes and 48 seconds of game action. Last regular season game of the year. I want to thank everyone for spending your Friday nights with us here on the Central Valley School District YouTube channel. It's been a lot of fun as always. Don't know if we'll have a playoff game here in a week. Would imagine that would be not a great possibility if they don't win this football game and Montour defeats West Allegheny.
So ideally here, somehow, some way, you got to hope you get a quick score and you can preserve a couple of your timeouts so you don't put yourself in a situation where you have to, you know, if you do score, you don't have to onside kick it. But again, I'm not sure if that time, I thought that timeout was called by us, but maybe it was Aliquippa that called the timeout. They signaled that it was our timeout. But it's the scoreboard still showing us with 3 and them with 2. Got to go quick, and you got to take some shots for sure.
Well, up the gut for 5, maybe 7.
Got to get on the ball and go quick.
Yeah, that was Henry.
24, Jens Henry, the ball carrier. Tackled by 11, Cameron Lindsay. Pickup of 7. Second down, 3.
I'm really surprised they're not showing a little bit more sense of urgency.
Yeah,
here.
it's
We're
just
burning a
a
lot of
lot
clock.
of slow movement here.
Gretchen 17.
Look at this tight formation too. Full house to get the first down.
I don't know. Well, it's close.
22, Brandon
Oh, they gave
Singleton,
it
the
to
ball
him.
carrier. Picks up the Warrior first down.
Now you see some more wideouts coming into the
Justice
game.
Starks on the tackle.
Underwood and Hiltz, Marcus Lawson.
1st and 10, the ball on the 20.
Ahmed, intended receiver, pass broken up by Walker.
Rutherford's pass intended for 33.
2 Walkers,
Mackay
DeMarcus and Harrison.
Incomplete.
Looked like Ahmed might have had it there for a second. I think the free safety, Walker might have gotten
Harrison
a hand in
Walker
there.
defending on the play.
.250 to go in this football game. Warriors 80 yards away from pay dirt on a 2nd and 10. Rutherford's going to go up the seam, and he's got a first down. And now they got
Gotta
to
go quick.
yeah,
Gotta go
very
quick.
quick. Got to get up there. Gonna,
So about the 38. And a Central Valley.
Their line needs to be sprinting up to the ball, needs to be on the ball and ready to snap
they
the
should be
football.
ready. Yeah, yeah. I don't
Walker and
know.
Longmire on the stop. 1st and 10, the ball on the 38.
Henry got a couple.
Henry.
Yeah, we're really eating up
Tackled
a lot
by
of time.
Dakota Gilbert and Cameron Lindsay. Pick up 3, second 7, the 41.
Rutherford's throwing it, has a man open down to the 20-yard, 30-yard line. Marcus Lawson, Aaron Lawson, I should say, with the catch.
Couple flags.
Oh boy, got some yellow on the yard.
Yep, that was a great adjustment on that ball by Lawson.
It's coming back.
Yeah, we had someone downfield.
Second down, 12. The ball at the 36.
Under 2 minutes to play. Second and 12, Warriors. Rutherford sacked. Cleaster Longmire's in there. And Jace Williams.
Third down, 16.
Got to pick up at least half of this here.
Little shuffle pass to Shearer. He's got about half of it, so they'll go for it, obviously, on fourth down. Yeah, need to burn the timeout here.
Tackled by Williams.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he hasn't used one.
Why? Are they out of timeouts? Or we missed it? I don't know.
Yeah,
We're looking at the scoreboard. I don't remember them calling 3 timeouts, though, this half. Now they did, but they burned
Yeah, lost probably about 15
seconds.
seconds at least, yep.
Now it says they have 2 on the scoreboard. Well, if you're Aliquippa, you pray for the healthy, safe return of Brandon Banks for the playoffs. That's the young man that you want to see get back on the field for the Quips. Hopefully that hamstring will heal up for him. You don't want to take anyone lightly, but
right.
Aliquippa's going to be the #1 seed in the WPL playoffs.
Right, for sure.
So he can afford to take a break in week 1 if he's not 100%. Get ready for the second week of the playoffs. Central Valley's fate to be determined tomorrow by the WPIAL Pairings Committee. But this is a team that's very representative at the Parkway. They'll be fine. They'll compete no matter who they match up with in the playoffs. I don't think anyone's going to see the Warriors, want to see the Warriors on their bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a dangerous team.
Rutherford's pass is incomplete, tipped at the line of scrimmage. And the Quips will take over on downs. Now they can just take a couple knees and be done.
Aliquippa will take over on downs, 1st and 10.
Well, give the Quips credit. They had the 2 big plays in the second half after Central Valley had the first big play in the second half, a 49-yard touchdown run, and by Jance Henry gave the Quips the lead, or the Warriors the lead 17-13. But then a little bit later, a 70-yard touchdown run by John Tracy. And then right after that, after Central Valley had to punt, it was Tyke Hayes on a broken play, fumble in the backfield. Somehow Quentin Good got the ball to Tyke Hayes. He goes 73 yards for the touchdown. They make the 2-point conversion, and that gives the Quips their 27-17 lead with 6 seconds left in the third quarter when that touchdown was scored. There was no scoring in the fourth quarter, and Aliquippa will just take a couple knees here to end his football game. And it wasn't a masterpiece, but kind of a typical Central Valley Aliquippa game. You know, ebb and flow, Mike, up and down. Both teams having their moments.
Yep.
Both teams having some lulls in the action. But the Quips coming out and prevailing on the road. Big win for them without Brandon Banks tonight.
Yeah, and really what it came down to was, like I said, kind of what we, and again, in a game like this, what it's going to come down to is, you know, who wins the turnover battle, and obviously Aliquippa had the 2 big plays in the second half that ultimately made the difference.
Yeah, 2 fumbles in the first half and 2 70-plus yard touchdown runs in the second. Big play teams will kill you in the playoffs, but the Quips do it in all different fashions. And a lot of hugs and handshakes at the end of the game. That's going to be our final score. Aliquippa is going to go 9-0 on the season. They didn't play in week 0. They had a scrimmage, so Central Valley will end up at 7-3. 2 losses in the Parkway. Their playoff fate to be determined tomorrow afternoon. Final score at Sarge Albert Stadium again. Aliquippa 27, Central Valley 17. I want to thank Sean Rendar and Ethan Young again for all their help all season. Not sure we'll be back with a game, Mike. It's been a pleasure to have you on the board this year. Hopefully you didn't get sick of me and you're willing to come back and work with me next year. It's been a lot of fun, buddy. I appreciate your help.
Thanks, Tom.